Alright, it is 7:19 in the morning. I've been laying in bed since like 5 o'clock. And I just got to thinking, I'm like, what's Cole Perfetti's deal gonna look like in this series? So 2 hours later, I wasn't able to go back to sleep. And here we are on a nice Friday morning. It's gonna be a little more late. Oh, fucking hell, dude. Shit's popping up. A little more laid back episode here because I'm exhausted. But stop. Whoever works for Microsoft, you guys don't know what you're doing. You make um OneDrive is terrible. You got rid of the free editing service, which pissed me off and had me have to spend like 5 hours figuring out another way to edit these videos, and they take long enough. Um, so Microsoft, if you're listening, not a big fan right now. Not a big fan. Anyways, I believe it looks like we had some trades at the deadline, or not at the deadline, at the draft. So we'll take a look at what went on. I believe we were a part of them. So 6:23, that would be the draft. Okay, so look at the computer. Look at the computer swapping picks. I didn't even know the game did this. Anyways, Vegas looks like, oh, it doesn't tell you. You can kind of get the gist of who is trading up, but it doesn't tell you the number. But you know what? At least this is in the game. Vegas acquired 2 picks, so they traded back, and so Boston traded up. San Jose traded up. Looks like not a bit because they only had to throw in a fifth. Maybe like 2 spots, 3 spots. Vegas traded back after trading up. No, they traded back twice. So Toronto traded up, and this was us. We traded Nate Schmidt a second and a sixth in exchange to trade back in for the last pick of the first round, where we took our boy Felix, whose last name I can't fully pronounce. Detroit traded back. Okay, these are kind of pointless. Any players? Okay, Sabre got Goligoski, who in 2024, don't know how he's in the league, but he is. He's in the league. We're waking up, dude. Fuck. Ah. Eric Carlson's on the block. Let's take a look at our trading block before we get. Can I do that? No, you can't trade right now. Okay, so our trading block doesn't matter. Sweet. So now let's go work on our deals. I believe at the end of last episode we offered our entry-level deals to guys we wanted. So let's see. Actually, let's not waste a day. Let's just get rid of who we want to get rid of. Kevin Stenlund. What do you guys think about Kevin Stenlund? He played 82 games for us last year. Put up 28 points. -3. Decent amount of shots because he didn't have a high time on ice. Guess he was on the power play for at some time there. About 14 a game. That's not too bad, actually. He went 50% on the draw. Threw the body a little bit. Had more takeaways than giveaways. Solid 13th forward, maybe. Let's just take a look at what he's asking. He doesn't want an extension. And he's asking, yeah, I'm not paying Kevin Stenlund that. I don't care that we have 30 million cap space. If we really want him back, we can go to free agency with him and probably get him back for much cheaper. There may even be better options though. So I think as of this time, I'm not paying Kevin Stenlund $2.5 million. Released. I don't know who this is, and he's 27, 72 overall. So release. No, we'll leave Shifley there for now. Nito, I don't think he'd want to come back. He played 8.5 minutes per game. And yeah. Sorry, Nino. Appreciate your time here though. Tyler Myers wants an extension. It's cheap. I think he's another guy. You'll let him go to free agency. I don't really want Tyler Myers on this team. Okay, Dylan DeMello will leave. Brendan Dillon will leave. Like, I'm not releasing these guys yet. Axel Johnson Felajbi, former Sabre. Not bad defensively. Just doesn't bring much offensively. Have more giveaways. Just not... I don't see a purpose for keeping this guy around. He's not going to get much better. You got plenty of younger players that could play a role. I do like his defensive awareness, but we can find that elsewhere. So, Axel, thank you very much for your time. We'll be releasing you. Now, Christian Vesalainen, he had his best year as a pro, 22 points in 69 games. Shot the puck quite a bit for his time on ice, which was at 13. So he's 25. He might jump up to 80. I don't know. His potential is top 6 forward low. I don't know if that got worse. I think he was a low elite. I don't know if he was a low elite. He might be a guy we just kind of... I'll leave him there for now. He intrigues me more. He's a year younger than Axel, the guy we just released. So he intrigues me more. Maybe you got something there. Maybe you do. So I'll leave him there for now. Logan Stanley doesn't want an extension. 26, 78 overall. Not for me. Release Logan Stanley. Dylan Sandberg does want an extension. 25 years of age. Pretty sure we sent him to the AHL last year, so I'm surprised he wants to come back. Is he looking for a two-way deal? He's not. I'll leave him there for now. Not Kirby Reichel. So, you can be released. Cole Perfetti we're going to leave. I just want to check it out. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Like I said, this is going to be... We're going to have to play some games here with Cole. I'm going to have to try and get that on some kind of team-friendly deal. I don't want to pay Cole over 10 mil. I mean, yes, he led our team in points, but it was with 75 points. And yes, he's 22. Yes, he works well with Tomas Vartanen. Tomas. We're just going to call him Tomas now, because I don't know if his last name has a V. He's just a beast. Cole Perfetti's a beast of a player. He'll be around. We just have to sign him at the right time to where it isn't this bad. This is too high to sign him right now. Lundmark. His defensive game is not close to being ready for the NHL. 23 though, 76. I'll keep him around. He's looking for a two-way? Yeah, he'll give you a two-way. Gustafson had an NHL year with us where he had 8 points. Went back to the... I mean, he's 79 overall, 24. Is he looking for a two-way? Looking for a two-way, come back. That's fine. Morgan Barron. There's parts of Morgan Barron's game, as you guys know, that I like. I like parts of Morgan Barron's game. Now, he had 18 points in 82 games. Not bad on the draw. He hit quite a bit. More giveaways and takeaways. I like things that he does. He's physical and he's supposed to be defensively sound and not terrible in the draw. I'll leave him for now. We'll decide. 24-70. No, thank you. Release. Okay, just shot me down the board. Our boy Kyle. Joel's boy Kyle. Joel, if you're watching this far in the series, let me know you're alive, buddy. It's a terrible AHL year, so we'll release a lot of these AHL guys that don't offer us upside. Declan. I'm just not interested in a guy named Declan. Personally. Alright, now everyone else here we need to make some decisions on. And goalies. I believe we already signed Hellebuck, which we did. Yeah, 9 mil till he's 35, I believe. So 35. Goalies are a little different. I'm comfortable paying a 35-year-old. After that, I don't want to really... I mean, if we have to get out of this contract, we can. He's a franchise goalie at 9 mil. It's very movable. I'd love to bring Mackenzie Blackwood back. He threw up a 9.28 in 18 games. So small sample size, but he did well in them. And look at this contract he's asking for. No brainer, bring him back. A low backup. Are we interested in him? OHL last year, he put up a 9.10 as a 20-year-old. 9 shutouts. We took him in the 7th before we got here. So our other goalies, I don't want them getting in the way of any of our other developmental goalies. So I think we're sending Flaherty back, even though he had a great year at 912 save percentage and 8 shutouts. 57 overall. He'll go back to the AHL. A backup low. Is this what I was debating over? Yeah, well, it's a low backup. fine. I don't want him in the way of anyone else. This guy actually played solid. Where's Rodriguez? We have to get him out of here. Ah! No, he got up to 907. He was very bad at certain points last year. But a former second round pick with some upside. This guy was solid. I don't know if I want to run back the same goaltending duo, though. There may be something there. We'll sign him to his two-way deal. Like I said, we don't have to play them. We could always go out. We could throw Portillo in there even. Former third-round pick of the Sabres. All right, so let's go by priority here. I want Cole Perfetti back, not at what he's asking for right now. I'm just gonna qualify him, and we'll deal with him in free agency. If he signs his 1-year qualifying offer, then we'll negotiate throughout the year with him. That's okay. That's okay. Now, as much as I don't like the guy, I think the next priority here has to be Mark Scheifele. And I think he did go down in overall. He had a solid year, though. I think you're looking at like a 2-year, 3-year thing for him. He's asking for 4. If we're down to 2, it's similar price range. So, for Mike Scheifele, I'm thinking... I know I extended Hellebuck to a bigger window, but here's the thing. I expect our team to really just be good the entire time we sign Hellebuck. Scheifele, I don't know if he'll be here the entire time we sign Hellebuck, if that makes sense. So for Scheifele, I'll go 3 years with him. Brings him to 34. And we're going to start at 8 mil for him. I don't think he'll accept this right off the bat, but we're just starting negotiations with Mark Scheifele. There you go, Mark. I believe he was making 6 mil, so that's a 2 mil salary increase. Dylan DeMello does not want to come back. Why not, Dylan? What about Brendan Dillon? A lot of Dylans going on out here. I don't think I want to give either of these guys much term. So I don't think it will work out with Dylan DeMello. So we may... Here, let's go look at our defensemen. So as of right now in our roster, we have Morrissey signed, Hinola signed, and that's it. So we have 2 defensemen. So obviously we'll be players in the defensive market. Maybe overhaul that back end a little bit. Not that it was bad, but I mean 33 overall Brendan Dillon and 31 overall Dylan DeMello doesn't want to come back. I would prefer to actually have DeMello, so we may offer him a deal. But I think what I want to do first is make sure the people we've offered contracts to accept and see where we are cap space wise after that. Oh, I'm going forward still. All skaters. Where did Scheifele... Okay, so Scheifele's offered... I mean, we do have like 29 mil to work with here. So I expect... We'll offer DeMello. We'll start negotiations with him. At 31... Just offer him a 1x5 to start. Alright, we'll go from there. I'd be comfortable. This is still a top 4 defenseman. Definitely a top 4 defenseman. Played about 19 per night. Hits, blocks. 92 defensive awareness. I'd be fine bringing him back. So we'll offer him a 1x5 to start. We could get up into the 5.5 range with him. A good defensive defenseman. And like I said, I'm trying to stay really short term with him. And some older guys on this team. But we'll advance a day here and see where we're at. Just a scout. Another scout. I wish you would tell me if the scouts didn't sign. And then we could just go from there. Dylan DeMello. Okay, so right away he just took that 1x5. Perfect. So 1 year of 5 mil for him is fine. These defensive defensemen, they're gonna... Sometimes when they get their contracts, you're kind of like, why did a guy with like 14 points get 5 mil per year? But we know what he brings to our team. A solid, stay-at-home, top 4 role. I'm happy handing out a 5 mil for 1 year. Happy to do that. So he comes back. Scheifele, although I was interested in principal extension, I'm going to reject at this dollar value. Okay, so his thing was term, and that we didn't offer him a lot of money for changing his term. So he did not accept yet. Then okay. Oh, Blackwood was upset with his playing time. Okay. And all these guys signed their entry levels, so good. So we now have 25 remaining after the DeMello deal. Or Brendan Dillon. Which one did we sign? We signed DeMello. Brendan Dillon at 33 wants to come back. He takes a lot of penalty minutes. I know he fights a lot. Hits quite a bit. He blocks as well. I think we may just kind of switch that up with him. Because we had some penalty trouble in the playoffs. And it wasn't all him. Let's go take a look at his playoff stats. It was not all him. He did have 10 penalty minutes, which was kind of annoying. But he's had more. 32 in 10 games, Brendan. Control yourself, my son. But he'd probably be in a bottom 6 role for us. I'm not comfortable really paying a bottom 6 defenseman. Which one do you look like? I could get talked into like a 1x3.8 for him. I think that's what we'll do for at 33 years old. 1x3.7, and that'll put you at 4 NHL caliber defensemen going into next year. Because Myers is leaving, and so it was Myers, Dillon, DeMello. Oh, we traded Schmidt. That's right. Okay, I was wondering who else was gone. Brendan Dillon. He's kind of like Radko in this game. Radko Gudas. He may transform more to a bottom pairing defenseman for us this year with his age and his playing style. So I'm going definitely 1 year. We'll offer him 3x7 here for 1 year. Let's get back to work with Scheifele. So he's asking for 4. 4 brings him to 35. So here's what it's looking like. If we offer him in the term that I want, which is like 2 to 3, we're probably jumping in that 9 mil range. If we offer him 4, we can probably come back down to like an 8.2, and it'll get him to 35. You can definitely trade Scheifele at just around 8 mil. He's got the name value. It just do we just want to stick around 3 years at 8.5 for him. So we'll pay a couple $100,000 extra, but we're not stuck with him at 35. Based off what I said, if we give him the 4 years that he wants, around like 8.2, and if this contract will be tradable, like I don't know, 35 Mark Scheifele. I think I'd rather stick for 3 years at 8.5 for him. So we'll come in at 3 years, 8.5 mil per, increase the salary a little bit. You get out of his deal at 34 years old. I'm cool with it. Let's get back to work with Blackwood too, because he's actually a goalie. I value the backup goalie. He may just need a little bump in his pay, so let's give him like a 1-2. Good at someone you can trust back there. I like what I saw from him last year. So 2 years by 1-2 for Blackwood we'll offer. Then we'll come back, see where we are in a day. So simulate. Another scout. Brendan Dillon, he took his 1x3.7. Good. So he'll be that left-handed bottom 6 or bottom pairing defenseman for us. Perfect. Physical guy. Scheifele did, okay, so Scheifele took 3 by 8.5. Not bad. Blackwood took his deal. Perfect. So we're left with 14 mil to work with. I know Perfetti's got to get paid, but let's take a look at the team. Forwards, you're rocking. Just for those who are signed, we're counting Perfetti as back because he will be playing for us next year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 NHLers that I like. I think our AHL guys will need another year because they did not have a great year. Just as a team, it was all bad. Now, if someone gets a jump into the 80s, I'll give them NHL playing time. Just don't know if it's going to happen. We're going to have to work on that AHL team a little more. So we at, what was it, 10 forwards I like. You got your top 6 pretty much figured out. I think he'll jump again. You still got Brock Nelson, another year at 6 mil to fill in your third line. And if you're having a tough time in the year, he can always move up to your top 6. So, and then I like Engvall on that third line. Maybe if he keeps dropping down, I think he'll jump back up to 83. It's a 1 overall difference, but he can be that third line, fourth line player, penalty killer for you. In the playoffs last year, I felt like we were missing another good third liner, though. So we may look for someone to play with Brock Nelson and Pierre Engvall. So in free agency, we'll be looking for, let me write it down so we don't forget. In free agency, we're looking for a solid third liner, preferably a winger, because you got Nelson. Third line winger. Definitely a defenseman, because I know we lost Schmidt. So let's go take a look at our defenseman. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got 4 defensemen right now. Sandberg could probably play if you need him to. But I think we're going to need a right-handed defenseman here. So Morrissey we got playing the right side, and it didn't harm him at all. He had a career best year. So Morrissey on the right side. Hanola on the left side. They played very well together last year. I think Hanola gets another jump. I'm banking on it based off the contract I gave him. So there's your top 2. If Hanola doesn't get a jump, 4.7 for a top 4 defenseman is fine. We'll move him down to the second pair. We may look to get a better partner for Morrissey. Like, I'm talking another 87, 88. I don't think we'll look for that in free agency. That may be something at the trade deadline there. But you got for now, we got Morrissey, Hanola. DeMello's in your top 4, Dillon's in your bottom 6. So we're looking for a top 4 defenseman regardless. And probably, I'd prefer Sandberg to be an extra. So, you have Sandberg. I mean, is this guy ready to go? 74 overall? No, definitely not. Okay. I think that team maybe just needed some more veteran help. The AHL team. Everyone was so young. So we're looking for a... So, Dillon is lefty. DeMello's righty. So we're looking for a left-handed top 4. And a right-handed third pair. So, our shopping list in free agency, after getting Perfetti signed, so that's going to be tough getting a top 4 defenseman. That's why it's important to get Perfetti at a good deal. We're looking at 14 left. All you need is a good third liner, and then we can get some fourth line bangers, or even those if those one of those young guys jump up. Yeah, so 2 defensemen and a third liner is what we're looking for. And then we'll fill out the fourth line as we go. Perfetti's, I'm assuming, asking the same. Now, let's just take a look. I would want to get him on an 8-year deal. The issue is, an 8-year deal for him is 15 mil right now. I think we'll just wait. Wait to offer him. I mean, that walks him to... Bridging him keeps him at RFA here. I don't think I want to bridge Perfetti, though. I want to make sure we get a deal done. So I know what he's looking for. We qualified him. If he signs his 1-year qualifier, we'll negotiate throughout the year. The goal is to get the best deal possible for him and the longest term possible for him. Now, we do have some guys down here we do need to take care of. Sandberg, yeah, I'll be fine having him as an extra. I think I'll just qualify him for now. If he signs his qualifying offer, we save some money. Same with Vesalainen. Morgan Barron, I think we just gotta let him go. He does things well, but just not enough to keep him around. So Morgan Barron goes. We got 3 RFAs. Everybody else has been dealt with. Let's jump to free agency. Sim to free agency. So still got scouts signing. Okay, so let's take a look and see if there's any good scouts out there. There are. It's a nice OHL one. We'll bring him in. Leonard, welcome. We got NHL and AHL scouts. And we'll bring in another Nordique scout. Why not? Birds are chirping outside, guys. 7:40 a.m. We're working real GM hours here. Let me fire the AHL coach. That guy did not do well. Fire the coach. Dale. Come on, Dale. Our NHL coaches did very well. Power play was terrible. And it makes sense, because these guys... We may upgrade... Oh, with our budget, I don't think we can. Shit. I mean, okay, so we'd free up 800k for them. We may look for an associate coach with a better power play. Tate McMillan, thank you for what you've done, but I'm going to try to replace you. So as an NHL associate coach, looking for a good power play. Good power play and PK. Okay, but here's what I'm looking. Coach influence, good power play. I think this is where we need to be. Yarrow Jacquezie. What a dope name. What a dope name. I'll make sure we get him, so we'll give him just over $1 million here. 1.2. Yarrow Jacquezie. And then we'll get back to our AHL situation after this. Want to make sure we get a good power play for next year. That can probably take us to another level. Alright. Let's take a look at the free agent class to see who's out here. Sort by overall. Sebastian Aho is out here at 93 overall, looking for about 14 mil. Gonna shy away. Myers got a not bad price tag. He's coming off a tough year. He had 43 points. Only in 60 games, though. Is he a UFA? He is a UFA. Okay, Perfetti brought his price tag down already. What's 8 years looking like now? 8 years looking like 13, which is still quite a bit. But now what's nice is 5 is down to 9 something. Still want to work on an 8-year deal. I don't think 8 years by 13 mil is going to work for us. 7 and then 8, yeah, or 6. We'll work on it with Perfetti. While we haven't offered him something, I would definitely say we're in negotiations with him. And now it's tough, though, because we have other needs we need to take care of that we can't really wait, because our needs may get signed elsewhere. If we were in a different spot, I would totally pursue this Timo Meier contract. This is very, very good. If I could get Timo by a 7x8, I 100% would. But our team, you basically would be kissing Perfetti goodbye. And Perfetti is 5 years younger than him. So, we'll keep what we got. Now, I just want to look at UFAs. So, for UFAs, so the first best top 4 defenseman here is Noah Hannafin, and there's a bidding war for him. Now, while I don't mind that contract, I think you'd have to bring him up into 6 to make sure you get him. Next best top 4 defenseman is Gustav Forsling, a two-way defender. Don't know if he fits. We know he's got a trait, though, so that will help with chemistry. He looks pretty offensively inclined. And he'd be playing with DeMello, so that'd be good. I mean, he's no schnub in the defensive zone. I don't think this would be a minus. I wish we had Moscato report on him. Unfortunately, we don't. And there's also kind of a bidding war for him. Oh, Foligno may be perfect. Oh, Jesus, I forgot he does that. Foligno on the third line could really fuck shit up. The penalties, though, would be killer. Well, why is Wenberg asking for 5 mil? Foligno's not a bad bang for your buck, though. I mean, that's a guy that we could maybe plug in on the fourth line just because he takes so many penalties. But he is sound in his own end. He's got good defensive abilities there. Very physical. And for only about 3 mil, I'm not giving him 3 years at 32. But you definitely could maybe bring him in for, I don't know. Perfetti thing hanging over me is what's going to be preventing me from doing what I truly want to do. But we do have needs to fulfill. Let's just look at defensemen right away. Well, yeah. So there's 4 top 4 guys available. And there's kind of a bidding war for all of them. Now we're looking for a left-handed or left side. So we got 3 of them. Tyson Berry's asking for way too much anyways. So cross him off the list. Oliver Shillington at 83, asking for 1.5. Now I understand we need a right-handed third pair defenseman. But at this contract, I may just bring him in. And then they can figure it out who plays where. He may even be an extra. Why is he asking for so little? He didn't play last year. That's why. So when he last played... Oh, this was... So he hasn't simulated in this game yet. I don't believe. When he last played, it was... So he didn't play in 2022, 2023, or... He hasn't played in 2 years. That's why he's asking for so little. I wouldn't mind bringing him in as an extra, just giving him a chance to get his feet going again. Now, I understand someone may come in and one-up this. Well, if we can get him on like a 1 year, 1.4, just bring him in, see what we got there. He hasn't played in 2 years, but he did have a lot of potential. It's listed as top 4 potential still at 27. I think there's something here with Oliver Shillington, and I think we could get a nice deal throughout the year here. Definitely a 1 year deal because he hasn't played in 2 years. I want to see what we got before we gave him any term, but I think we'll offer Oliver a 1 by 1.4. Someone may easily come in and one-up this, but this is not a lot of money for an 83 overall player. Offer the contract, even if he ends up being the extra 1 year 1.4 for your extra, it's fine. Now, we're in a weird spot where we you gotta sign one of these 2 guys. I think it'd be Forsling, just based off of his salary expected is a little less. I mean, TJ Brody's only looking for 1 year. Also defensive defenseman. I think we just need a little more, like someone to quarterback the second power play, because Morrissey's got the first one. Hanola didn't do very well on the second power play. Didn't get a lot of points. So Gustav had 8 power play points last year for Florida. I think Gustav would be the guy I'd pursue after this. Okay, so we offered a 1 by 1.4. So that brings you down to about 12 mil still. Does that take you out of Perfetti range? Probably. I think we need to take a look real quick at our contract situation. Shifley, like, is there anybody here making way more than they should? Probably the defenseman I just signed. The 3 of them. But I'm not moving any of these guys. Engvall's fine. Appleton, yeah, we gotta get Appleton off the team. Yeah, okay, that'll free up some room for us to work. So Appleton, we're gonna find a trade for him, hopefully. Appleton, he's got a little value. Perfect, we got plenty of suitors. 7th, 7th, 7th. Ooh, 6th. Not taking salary back. Anything beat a 6th? Another 6th. Come on, someone throw a 5th my way. Alright, send a 6th out west. No. Colorado. Have fun with Mason Appleton. Okay, so now I'm more comfortable pursuing Gustav Forsling. I don't know if I can really outbid these teams. Because going down from 5 mil, that puts you around 10 mil. You can sign Cole Perfetti still, but you're kind of missing out on that third line left wing you're looking for. Now, we can take a look at the forwards. Sort by overall, and then sometimes you get like an 83 looking for like a 0.8 contract or something similar. So let's take a look, see if there's any bargains we can find to fill out our roster. Not looking great. Not looking great. There's an 80 overall looking for 6 mil. So there's people offering him this. Played 9 games last year. He played in the LHL last year. Someone's going to offer him $5 million. 2 teams. Whatever. Not my funeral. Okay. Let's go back up into 82s. So Foligno, I know, yeah, here he is. 2.8 for an 84 is not bad. You got so a couple 83s. I think we were looking at Hartman last year. Hartman was the guy we were looking at last year, but he didn't fit any lines. Corey Perry's 40. Not paying this. Not paying this. Jeff Carter's old. Not paying. Oh, this is RFA anyways, right? Yeah. Not paying. Daniel Sprong, maybe some third line goal scoring. Didn't play a lot last year. Played 9 games. Daniel Sprong, if you want to come in on a 1 year, similar to what we did. Similar to what we did with Shillington, a guy who didn't play a lot last year, Sprong. Give him a shot there, see what he's got for us. That wouldn't be bad. Garanov played a full year, 26 points. Silverberg, solid two-way forward player, not very physical. What's he do? 28 points. Looks like he shoots the puck quite a bit. How much time on ice? He's getting 14 a night. Defensively, yeah, hits. Takes the puck away. So I'm looking at Silverberg or Sprong. Silverberg's cheaper. He's a winger. Solid in his own zone. Solid skater. Not totally inept offensively. This could be similar to our Pierre Engvall signing of last year. I mean, the man just spent all of his career in Anaheim. Kind of feel bad for him. That's looking like... What's Olafson's down here? Oh, Victor, what happened? What happened, Vic? Do we know anything about Silverberg's chemistry? Bottom 6 forward lines. Perfect. Yeah, I think it's looking like Silverberg. Now you're into 81s depth forward. So Silverberg, do we know about Sprong? Top 6 forward lines. The best fit here looks... Foligno's top 6 as well. It's looking like Silverberg. Silverberg, he can come in, play at some third line minutes there. So now your third line looks like Silverberg, Brock Nelson, and Pierre Engvall. 1 year. Definitely 1 year. He's 33. Guys around there, I want to keep around 1. I don't want a team to swoop in here. 2 mils of... I mean, 2 year, probably get him for a little cheaper. You can move him maybe in the offseason. 2 year, 1.72 for Silver. Fuck. Or just go 1x2, make sure we get him. The only thing hanging over me right now is Perfetti. I see we have 15 million cap space. Perfetti, and we need to sign a top 4 defenseman still. So I want to save as much money as possible. I think we just give him the 2 by 1.875. Guarantees he signs under 2 mil. You can move this contract in the offseason. Jacob Silverberg. I think it's Jakob. Jakob Silverberg has been offered a deal. So, people we have offered or approached. Is it only Silverberg? I could have swore. No, oh, it's just forwards. That's why. So Shillington and Silverberg we have approached. Hopefully looking to get accepted. The only thing holding me back from just straight up making Shillington, that top 4 defenseman that we need, is the fact that he hasn't played in 2 years. Everything here checks out that he could play top 4 minutes for us. The thing is, just throwing him in there after not playing in 2 years. I understand this is a video game though, so. But I do like to play it in a realistic manner, so I don't know if he would. I mean, it's my decision to make. Do I believe he can just come in and play those top 4 minutes? Last time he played in the NHL, he had 30 points, plus 34. It wasn't even on the power play for that. I think I might trust Shillington. I might just save my money. I think I trust Shillington. This way I can kind of work on a longer extension with Perfetti. Let's go take a look at it. So, say we offer a 5x5 for Forsling. Now, this doesn't look so bad giving him term because next year you shed like 9 mil between DeMelo and Dillon. So you're fine next year. You can guarantee you'll somehow get Perfetti to play for you this year. So you'll be left with about 9 mil after this. If he signs the 5x5 with us. We are competing with 2 other teams. Brings him to 33. I don't think I want to do it. I think I want to I want to work on long term with Perfetti. Where is he? Where's Perfetti? I want to work on long term with him. If we come in just short interest at long term, it's fucking a lot, man. It's a lot of money. I see he's asking for 13 for this amount of term. I mean, 7 brings you down to here. 6. Our best bang for a buck is around this 5 years, but that walks him right to unrestricted free agency. Could probably get him like a 5x9 too. If you get him a 5x9 too, you can definitely offer Forceling. So, we're in a pickle a little bit. Here's what I may do. I may just sim a few days, make sure we get our contracts accepted that we've offered. If Forceling's gone, he's gone. We roll with Shillington. And I want to see where Perfetti's at in a couple days as well. I do also, real quick, before we sim those couple days, I think that's the plan, by the way. We're going to go a couple days. If Forceling's still here, and we're in a spot where we feel better about offering him, I think we'll do that. But if he's gone, then that's just a sign. Let's see if there's any potential players out here. UFAs. Top 4-6. Looking for some money. Akil Thomas. Top 6 forward. Solid AHL year. Former 2nd round pick playmaker. Yeah, that could work for me. And Heponiemi. Both of those guys I think Damn, okay, so there's some talent sitting here for cheap. These guys are 25 though. I don't know if Akil Thomas is going to grow too much. Okay, so these 3 I'm interested in. You're 25 at 74, no. And then these are top 6 forward lows. Did we have Tyler Madden last year? We didn't, but he scored 28 goals in the AHL. Seems like a crazy. What was his shooting percentage? It's lower than. He just shot a lot. Holy shit. Jack Rosovich. Yeah, he's asking for money. Okay, so out of these guys, I'm looking at these 3. Now, is Scott really looking? Okay, so this would be a one-way deal. I'll stay away from that right now. I believe these are 2 ways. Yeah, Heponiemi can come in on that. Akil Thomas can come in on this. What about defensemen? Any young defensemen out here with good potential? We'll get through this real quick. I could just switch to defenseman. We're already this deep. Cal Foot's 25. Is this an entry-level deal for Seamus Casey, who is a UFA? Is Seamus Casey? Oh my god, he walked. He never even played for... Was it New Jersey? Yeah. Okay. We're offering Seamus Casey. So I can't edit any... I can't edit this. Oh, I can only edit the money. So who else is... Pittsburgh wants to... So Seamus Casey... How we're going to play this is he... a college player that just never signed with his team. Former first-round pick that just never signed with the Devils. He walked. They'll take their comp pick or whatever. We're 100% going to offer him an entry-level deal. Seamus Casey... Seamus... Oh, doesn't click in my brain. So it's between us and Pittsburgh. He just has to choose where he wants to go. So this is very cool. You very rarely get to play the college prospect in this game because they don't have college rights. But with this roster, tactics roster, they put him into the game, and he walked from New Jersey. Never accepted their deal. So we are 100% going to jump in on a 75 overall 20-year-old with top 4 potential, former first-round pick. 100%. So in on this. This guy, yeah. Caden Korshek. 79 overall, top 4D, 23 overall. Former second round pick. Definitely coming in on a 2-year deal for us. Or 2-way deal for us. I mean, shit, there's just a lot out here. Uho Vakanainen. Henry Yokiharu. Oh, Henry. So now we're in the top 4 D low. Vakanainen's also top 4 D low, but he already is. Oh, he's looking for NHL money too. Okay, so we offered. I'm really hoping that Seamus Casey signing could make a huge difference in our franchise. That could be a potential solid top 4 defenseman. Okay, so now we're gonna get to that point. We're gonna sim a couple days, okay? So advanced day. Oh, that's us. We fired our AHL coach. Don't want any of this. Nothing. Sim a day. Scout. Thank you, Jaqueezy. Hope you can make our power play better. Another day. Don't want any of this. It's a terrible trade. Another day. Another scout. Jakob Silfverberg. Offer was most generous. We probably could have got him for cheaper. I just would have been pissed if a team swung in and took him from us. Shellington did go a different route, so that leaves you with kind of pursuing Forsling then. Heponiemi, Caden Korshik. So we get our... Oh, that one hurts. That one hurts a lot. That would have been awesome. With our luck, Forsling signed too, probably. Nope, still here. So we don't know where he fits. I'd imagine he'd play just fine in our top 4. We feel very well that Hanifin fits in the top 4. Brady Shea, top 4 defensive pairings. Listed as the top 6 defenseman, but 83 overall. 2-way defender, not terrible. Yeah, you can get some points. I don't know if I'd be comfortable with him quarterbacking the second power play, though. But you save... Is this Brennan Montour? What the fuck's he doing down here? Florida must have been bad last year, man. The year before, they had a 40-point year. He's not getting any power play time. I understand in real life the guy's a beast right now. And that may be swaying my decision, but I think you might actually have something here that... I know at 30... I mean, he's played well before. His first sim year, he had 36 points, not on the power play. Last year, what happened? So he lost time on ice. The team just looked bad overall. He shot at 2%. I wouldn't mind bringing in Montour. You can play both sides too. Now, I don't think he solves your... I don't think he solves your top 4 problem. I think he can solve your bottom 6 problem, though. Or does he fit? We don't know where he plays. I feel there's something here. His first sim year, he had 36 points. If he plays bottom pair, power play 2, I'd be happy with this signing. Now, we are going to try to finagle our way around this here. So I think what we're doing is we're walking ourselves into... Where's Perfetti at? He still wants his 5-year by 9. I think you gotta just... Oh, fuck, dude. We're strapped to the cap. Should I have let Shifley walk? I may have supposed to have been let Shifley walk. Alright, we'll figure this out. We gotta offer him something here. Do we have no choice but to bridge him? We can line it up with when Shifley's done. I think we're stuck in bridge land with Perfetti if we want to still compete now, which we've already made plenty of moves to do that. If you bridge him, you can get him. So an RFA at 26. No. we'll do this. All right. This brings him to 25. You still got his rights. If it doesn't work out, you can probably fetch something for him. So 8.5. You could probably fit Forceling and Montour in under this. Where's my fucking calculator? Calculator. We've got ourselves 14.8 to work with. So 14.8. 14.8 minus 8.5. Needs to be 6.3 minus 5. You may not get Montour. Okay, so 3 years by 8.5 for Perfetti. I don't want to bridge him. I want this known. I think we're in a spot where we have no choice but to bridge him. His 8 years is 13 mil. I'm not paying him 13 mil. So you bridge him. You got him on. When Scheifele's contract's up, you'll have the space to sign him. I want to get him for maybe. Then we'll be paying him about 10 mil. I mean, who's to say he doesn't deserve 10 mil? Is it me? Am I to say that? 6 years brings him to 28. That hinders you for this year. Basically, how badly do we want a top 4 defenseman on this team? I'd say pretty badly. Fuck, dude. Fuck. I'll offer him a 6x10. Fuck it. Yeah, this is market value, I feel, actually. Former first-round pick that pops off for 75 points at 22 years old. Definitely 10 mil. Looking at contracts nowadays, people are getting 6x10 for Cole Perfetti. I bid into it. And before I can do that, before I can pursue any defense, they're going to be gone. I may have to get a little funky back here at defenseman. You're going to have older guys available here. I still think Montour is the guy we could swing for. I think we could swing for Montour now. I think we may have to kiss the Forceling dream goodbye. There's 4 teams in on him. You'd have to get in about 5.2. Then you don't have a top 6 defenseman. Unless you want to play Sandberg at 79. You can work it out to where you can get... I don't know. I feel like Nick Sealer. I think the play now... I mean, maybe Montour's a guy that maybe I feel comfortable with jumping into top 4 and seeing how it works. Basically, what I'm trying to get across here is I feel very good about Montour in this value. Forceling, I feel good about him and his value as well, but I don't know if we can afford it. Do you just want to go Forceling to Martinez? Definitely, I'll offer Forceling or Montour here the same time as we're offering... One by 2.9. Offer him the same time as Perfetti, because I want to get at least one of these defensemen that I like, and Montour's a defenseman that I like. One of those Florida defensemen I want on this team. Terrible deal. I like the player coming back. I do. But also wouldn't let us sign Perfetti. He went back to the Ducks. What are you doing, dude? I offered you, but... I know the years were different. I know they were. Perfetti, can you hurry the fuck up? Thank you. So we got Perfetti at 10 mil till he's 28. Now we don't have to worry about any cap. We got 5.5 to work with. Is Forceling still here? I doubt it. He's gone. They're all gone. Fucking Perfetti, dude. Fuck you, dude. So let's take a look around the league. Any top 4 defensemen available for some trading? I hope to God. Montour's on the block. I'm gonna piss my pants. He's not. Okay. Petrange. That's a 3-year deal. No, thank you. What was McNabb? McNabb is a fucking fantastic hole. Okay. May have solved our own issue. And he's left-handed. Now he is defensive. Fits defensive pairing too. We may have figured it out, boys. We may have figured it out. We may have done it all on our own here. Alright, so Vegas. Write down teams that we could find our top 4 defensemen from. So Vegas. Nothing. Wait, who's the second player? No defenseman here. Nope. 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 I mean, we could get absolutely. We can go sniff some paint and make this trade, but I think we'll not do that. It may just be physically impossible. Okay, so San Jose's out. Pittsburgh took Seamus Casey. Would have been so good. Where is he? Look at that. That could have been ours. He's better than Owen Pickering. Do they still have Neil Pionk? They do. He's got 1 year left of that contract. We already looked at this. That's right. Wait. Yeah. How do you do in the playoffs? Oh, we did look at this. I'm going crazy. All right. Damn you, Pittsburgh. Oh, that's right. We were looking at Brady McNabb at 85 overall for 2-something mil. Maybe better. This may have been a blessing in disguise. Now I would have to give up assets for him, but that's fine. I want it so bad. I could do this. He's getting paid a little more than McNabb, but I could definitely get 5.7 for 8 overall. Islanders. Right down the Islanders. We'll see what each team's looking for, because we were looking at Pellick last year at the deadline. I remember that. I don't need a right-handed defenseman. Don't want Brody. You guys just signed him. I don't know what you're doing. I hate when this game does that. They'll sign someone and then immediately put him on the block. Jonathan Taves is on this team. Okay, nothing here. No. Terrifying's getting paid $9 million. Nothing. Snazco. Oh, Canasco. Not bad. 78 overall, 21. This is not bad. These boys just took on Mason Appleton. Ekholm's good. A bit steep in our price range, though. I wouldn't mind maybe a... We are still looking for a bottom 6 defenseman, I believe. I don't think we signed one. Brett Pesci's getting paid a lot. Brett Burns is here, so a lot of defensemen out here. Wait. Oh, so this team just signed Tyson Berry. They had TJ Bird. I mixed them up. Please fit bottom pairing Dumba. Defensive pairing 1. What type of defenseman fits our bottom pair? Because I'm kind of yet to see one. 10 of... It's kind of old. Skinner's on the block. Klingberg. My God, I hope my favorite team, the Sabres, never does anything that the NHL 23 Sabres are doing. No. I think our bets are McNabb. Just such a good deal. I mean, get out of it after 1 year, but... I mean, we could get McNabb and Matt Roy. I need a guy that fits the bottom pair. They signed Tyler Myers. LOL. Who fits the bottom pair? Yet to find one. Alright, so... McNabb or Pellick? Let's go look at the trade value. Trade value. Islanders. Definitely going to be higher, right? Yeah, I don't think we can afford that Pellick trade value is a thing. I think your best bet is McNabb. I like Pellick. But in terms of value, Let's look what he does. Defensive defenseman that's not too crazy in the box. 18.5 night. He hits, good. He blocks. I mean, giveaway takeaways for any defenseman is going to be lopsided. Okay. I would have liked to get a more offensively inclined defenseman here. But, so Will Smith, no. Darius McGinnis, no. Here's the thing, I don't want to move my prospects. Maybe a Fabian Molson. Holy shit. That's right. I thought this was in the AHL he did this. Maybe a Fabian Molson for him? I mean, not just straight up. What kind of picks are we looking like? We could definitely move a second for McNabb. I feel like Flat D should have more trade value. Alright, let's cook something up here. I'll give you Portillo. Unless you want Rodriguez. It wasn't bad. I mean, Portillo's got at least a little value. I'll send Portillo. I'm willing to send Fabian Molson. 4 more third round pick. I like the player. So I'd say Fabian Molson's a B plus prospect. Portillo at this point is probably just like a C plus long shot to be solid. But he's got an X factor. He could grow. I don't think we got to throw in that second. I think we can get some. About like a third next year. Value's not far off here. Okay. So it's looking like our first offer is going to be Portillo, Fabian Molson, and a third for McNabb. I want it known that I like Fabian Molson as a prospect. My own draft picked. We just have so many forward prospects that I think that have much higher upside. He looks like a real solid two-way forward once he gets to the league. Kind of hurts to trade him. I thought he'd have more value personally. I guess top 6 forward low hurts him. But he's 1 point per game. And his league last year. And he's going to be a piece of this trade if they accept this. So a third, Fabian Molson, Eric Portillo for Brayden McNabb is rejected. Too far off. Let's see. I don't want to be just throwing in hella picks, but just a little sweetener of a fifth. If this is rejected, I'm not going to throw in another pick, but we'll go back to the drawing board on this trade if this is rejected here. I'm looking at the value, it's about there. So a fifth, a third, Fabian Molson, and Eric Portillo. You get 2 prospects that have chances of being NHLers. I think in my mind, Fabian Molson will become an NHLer, a solid third line, fourth line, two-way forward. Then a third and a fifth, little draft capital for you. For Brayden McNabb, trade is rejected. Too far off. Back to the drawing board here. So the Florida Panthers are shit. Their second is ranked very, very well. So I kind of want to hold on to the Panthers second. It's basically another first rounder for us here. I would like to actually... Okay, I'll throw Fabian Molson back in. Like these prospects here I don't want to move, especially not for a rental. I would be willing to move them for a longer term piece. But for a rental, no. I want to give them a proper year of AHL growth as well. We're going to go back to free agency and help them out a little bit. Fabian Molson, Eric Portillo, and let's do that second of our own for next year. I'd be willing to throw in a third as well. Trade is rejected. I'm going to start with that fifth from next year and work my way down. I will go to the third, though. How about a fifth? Perfect. I'm glad we didn't just fucking go right to the third. So we moved on from Fabian Molson, Eric Portillo, next year's second and next year's fifth in exchange for Brayden McNabb this year to play top 4 minutes. Not bad at all. Nice piece of business right there. Now let's go take a look at our team. Oh boy. Elias is up after this year. Please don't be too bad. Eek. Nelson. Not too bad. McNabb doesn't want an extension. Yeah, he'd be looking for So if he was a longer term piece, I'd be willing to keep him. Or willing to give up more. Anyways, our defensive core looks like... Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can go out and sign a 6th defenseman, or we can give a shot to a Korshak or a Sandberg. That's for us to decide. Our forwards. Going in this year, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gustafson may come up to the NHL this year. And we could play Heponiemi. Where did he play last year? NHL, AHL? 10 points in 28 NHL games, 25 years old. He could get a shot. So you got 10, 11 right there. And then these guys, unless one of them jumps. They could jump, not saying they won't. They'll be AHLers. I would like to go... Yeah, sorry for a boring long free agency video. I would like to go take a look. We got... we have 3 mil. Blake Wheeler! He had a solid year in Florida, man. 66 points. I mean, do we want to sign Blake? What's his potential? Top 6 forward still? He's 37. Don't know what he fits. New coach. Ryan Hartman's still sitting here, boys. I think I'd like to do that. 1 year by 2.5 for Ryan Hartman. Here's the thing. I think he doesn't fit our bottom 6. I think that's why we didn't trade for him last year. But he's a guy that I kind of like as a player. A two-way forward with some offensive talent. Physical as well. I think even if he doesn't fit our bottom 6 lines... I mean, who else is down here? We got some 83s. And you get JT Confer. I wish we... Man, what are our scouts doing? Daniel Sprong's still here. But we know he's more of a top 6 forward guy. Kapanen. Any of these guys bottom 6ers? Forward line 3. He's not bad. We did just sign Silverberg for that role, though. Or maybe we have Silverberg come in and bang it on the 4th line. Barbanov might not be bad. Kasha, depth sniper, nah. Kerfoot. Forward line 4 for Kerfoot. Two-way forward. Oh, 90 overall defensive awareness. Fits the 4th line and penalty kills. Kerfoot is the move, guys. That way you can keep Silverberg for the 3rd line, which is what I intended to sign him for. Yeah. Kerfoot is the move, my guy. I'd offer him... Yeah, this is fine. Similar to the Silverberg deal. And for 4th liner, well... just fucking get him. Just get him. 1 year. 1 year by 1.925 for you, Kerfoot. Let's take a look at defensemen. Anybody out here that could play a bottom pair role for us at a decent price? You got Zaitsev. We needed. It was the right bottom pair should be right-handed, right? Fits defensive pairing too. What the hell kind of defenseman is our bottom pairing fit? Edler is old as balls. You get Navakinen. Defensive pairing too. Give me a bottom pairing defenseman, you assholes. All defensive pairings for Cal for the UFA. And he's right-handed. But we don't know it's all defensive pairings. Now we're in the 79s as well. Let's just sign Kerfoot. Then we'll take a second look at defensemen. No, thank you. Thank you, Alex Kerfoot. Okay, I think the forwards are fine. I mean, we could just run with Korshak as the bottom pair defenseman. There's no harm in that. Leave ourselves with a little bit of cap room to make a move at the deadline if we need to. What, we're going to sign Alex Goligoski? Don't think so. Justin Schultz, bottom pair, all penalty kill. Like, a little bit of a bidding war for them. Then you get into 37-year-old and you get Marco Scandella. Korshak right-handed. We'll roll with him. Korshak's right-handed. Yeah, he can get a legit NHL shot. He may grow at 23. Korshak's there, and we have Sandberg we could throw in his depth. Perfect. Now let's get to the start of next year. We'll show off the lines and everything. I'm gonna. What's our trade block even look like? I don't want to trade. I don't want to trade these guys. I don't think I want to make a trade right now. I think we're cool and we're chilling. We do need an HL coach. That's right. We need some HL talent. Forgot about that. See? It's early. Alright, so hire coaches. AHL head coach. What do we got? The majority of our prospects are forwards. None of these guys are too good. Do any of these guys do anything well? Looks like... Yeah, this guy's your best bet. We'll offer him a deal. Just don't really have the budget. I don't even have the budget for him. Let's get some AHL veteran talent for our players here. So I'm looking for two-way guys. Overall, Miles Wood is a terrible hockey player. That was mean, but he's not getting games, dude. Grinder, yeah, I'm okay on Miles Wood. Kiefer Bellows, 26, power forward. It'll jump out to me when I see. Give me some talent. Dennis Mulligan. Holy shit. Lorentz, there we go. Here's a guy that could probably play some good AHL games for us. 46 points. Lorentz. Bring him in on a 1-year, two-way. Adam Earn, grinder, no thank you. I'm looking for a little bit of some talent. A little bit of talent. There you go. Blake Lizotte. This was NHL games too. So in case we need some experience. Two-way for Blake Lizotte. Let's get one more. Another grinder. A lot of grinders here. Here we go. Artur Ruotsalainen. Throw him in there. I believe we have plenty of defensemen for the AHL. We may sign one good one, though. Former first-round pick? Yeah. Give him a shot. And there you go. There's your AHL team. Hopefully that coach signs. I know the budget may not allow it. He doesn't like I don't like the market. I don't like the market. The owner's gonna hire a coach. I'll leave that to leave it to the owner. What's his exclamation point? No, I'm not upgrading, maintaining shit. Next season. I don't want. If I traded Chaz Lucius for Jonathan Taves, I forgot we offer these guys qualifying offers. Just get to next year. Season ticket drive 94%. Yeah, team's doing good. I provide you with extra money. Can I use it to hire a coach? Please. Check out the owner goals. I want us to win the Stanley Cup. I want us to be a rival, the Minnesota Wild. Okay, you upgrade the team store. Take a look at the lines. Yes, okay, so rotating did grow 1. Good. Perfetti did jump to an 89. I'm glad we got some kind of long-term deal with him. Did we just run back what we had last year for the top 6? I don't want these guys here. Yeah, Heponiemi should be in. Hold on. Will Smith is 78. So is Lucy. We'll give him 1 year to have a good year. What are you doing down here? I'll call Vesalainen up. Roster moves. So yeah, we can just call Skater up, a short one. Yeah, Vesalainen at 80. And do we have a I haven't they don't look at our extras yet. And we will adjust these AHL lines in a minute. It's nice. Okay. So Vesalainen, I mean, should I just roll with Lazat? Let's see if Vesalainen gives a minus. I think he does for the fourth line. He doesn't here. So you've got a solid playmaker, some depth scoring, hopefully, and Kerfoot, a really solid two-way forward. Okay, so this is what I'm thinking our 4 lines 5-on-5 will look like. I think you got to keep where Tomas and Kyle Connor separated because they're too similar player. This is how we'll start the year. And then, I mean, Dubois, both +5s right now. If we struggle, we can change that up. So Morrissey, Hanola's an 84. Cool with that. Brendan Dillon's at 83. Oh, so the Korshak is an 80. Good. Brandon McNabb dropped 2 overall, but he's still a top 4 defenseman. DeMello's who I wanted up here. Then look, that's a solid decor. Solid decor. Goalies, Connor Hellebuyck, 92 overall, franchise elite. Exactly what you need. Blackwood, backing him up. Take a look at the power play. Let's make sure we get the right bodies where we want them, because this struggled last year. It really did. We brought in a new associate coach for it. So you want to keep Connor and Tomas separated. They play 2 alike. We'll have him here. Perfetti, I just gave him a big ass deal, so we'll get him. Can any of these guys take a face off? 74, 77, it's pathetic. 65, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? 80, so Brock Nelson will be the center here. Which one of these guys should drop back to the second line power play? I mean, you can drop Scheifele in for Perfetti. Move Dubois up to the center. And he's a power forward. Have him work around the net. Perfetti shoots left. Do we have... No right-handed shot. Let me guess, Scheifele's right-handed. He is. Fucking asshole. Yeah, if we can get a right-handed shot... It's Scheifele. I gotta put Scheifele back up there. Right-handed shot right here. Left, left. Left, left. That's fine, though. Then that leaves... all left-handed shots on the second power play. Okay, I think we may take Envol out and get another defenseman. I think it has to be Korshak. Give him some power play time. I want to see if we got something here to grow. So this is our power play. Second power play unit: Korshak, Hanola, Tomas, Nikolaj, Elhurst, and Brock Nelson. +3. Pierre-Luc Dubois, Scheifele, Perfetti, Kyle Connor, Morrissey, +5. I like that. Here we go. Penalty kill should be solid, man. We brought in some new guys for it. Heponiemi, while he does fit it, I want him on 3 because he only has 81 defensive awareness. Cole Perfetti should be a winger, but he can kill a penalty, dude. Okay, so who of these guys can take face-offs? Brock Nelson can take a face-off. So we'll get Brock Nelson up there for Heponiemi. That gives you a +1. And then Korshak doesn't fit. I don't know why he's up here. Any of these guys give a +2? Brendan Dillon does. Then his ass will probably be in the box, though. So you got a +2 here. Heponiemi, get Perfetti in here. Can Engvall take a face-off? 68, 65. It's better than Perfetti. Damn, I don't want to lose the draw on our own end. All of our penalty killers can't take a draw. It's insane. Let's go look at our forwards. Can't take a draw. Can't take a draw. Can't take a draw. Can take a draw. Do we want him on the PK? I don't know if he's ready for that yet. Get the ball out there, probably. I don't know, because I mean these guys all here are very capable. I want Kerfoot, Silverberg, Nelson, Engvall. That's my 4. Perfetti can do it too, though. So which one of these guys do I not want on the PK? 90D, 88D, Brock Nelson, 86, Engvall, 86. Back to penalty kill. So Nelson, Kerfoot, Engvall, Perfetti, Heponiemi, Silverberg. This is kind of how I would do it, I think. Now, Morrissey surprises me that he's not. Let's get Morrissey up there more. For Korshek. Korshek and let's get Honolo up there more. Who is up here? It's Brendan Dillon. But Brendan Dillon, this. So this brings it. Honolo doesn't fit it, though. Get Brendan Dillon back up there. So we get +2, +2. So I may put +1. Okay, so we'll get +2 on each. Nelson, Kerfoot to first, McNabb with McNabb and Dillon. You got Josh Morrissey, Dylan DeMello with Engvall and Perfetti. Engvall can actually kind of take a draw here. I know he's not a center, but 68 compared to my 65. We may look at bringing in someone who can win a draw eventually here. Okay, so that's the NHL. Let's go work on the AHL. Let's get. Okay. Fuck. Because something needs to change. We need to. Who is scratched up here that I can bring down to help? I think I want Gustafson up here as an extra. I want Lazat and Lorentz down here helping. So let's call up Gustafson, because he did not play well in the AHL last year. We'll send down Lorentz and Lazat. Call up Gustafson. Confirm. I know we're down an extra, but we can always make a roster move if someone gets injured there. Now we're best lines, and we'll go from there. Okay, so +3. I think I like this. Lazat comes in. He will help out Lambert and Lucius. And I like this +3. Hopefully they work well together. Lorentz, Philstrom. Yeah, we just took him last year. That's right. Fabian Wagner. I kind of want to get this guy in. And who are we missing out on here? Top 9, not my draft pick. Oh, Darius McGinnis has to be in. Yeah. So we need to take 2 guys out, 2 wingers out. Zilkin and Wagner, probably. Get Darius McGinnis playing. And Wagner. We'll get my boy Slavicic in here. You can play both sides. Okay, so this is what I think I want to do. This is what I think I want the AHL team looking like. I mean, what if we still +3? I think I want Will Smith being a pure center. We'll run this for now. There we go. +5 power play. And you got the guys you want on it too. Good, good, good. Just make sure we're not missing anyone. So it is Smith, McGrody, Lucius. Where's Lambert at? We'll get Lorentz out for Lambert. Okay. Yeah, these guys are all progressing. Like their overalls grew, which is good. Just they had a tough year as a team. Rodriguez in 80 now. Holy shit. This team should be much better. Much better. We are at an hour and a half. I'm sorry that took so long. But there's the moves we made. I'm gonna start the next video now. I'm gonna sim. You guys will see that in the next video though. So thank you very much for watching this groggy, tired video. I hope you enjoyed. I know this was kind of some boring stuff, but you know the diehards out there. I know you guys will enjoy it. Thank you very much, and enjoy your day.